Happy Monday. All right, stretch class. Let me wait for a couple of my peeps. Today you're going to need like a band, a strap, something, a stretching tool. We'll give one more minute. So you're going to need a strap. We're going to do some shoulder stretches, some hamstrings, some hip things, and then just your mat. And then we'll get started. All right, I have my peeps. Okay, perfect. So let's actually start, let's start wide-legged. All right, what's helpful is if you have a mat that has like a long line, maybe down the center or something where then you can make sure to check that your feet are even, because that'll determine whether or not your hips are even. All right, so you're gonna step wide, an ever so slight turnout in your feet. All right, and then take your hands to your hips, like right in the crease. Go down into a little wide leg squat. Just give a little press down. All right, when you press down, all right, think of your tailbone going heavy. All right, see if you can go a little deeper. And if you can go even deeper, press your elbows into your knees. So your butt is still up. All right, you're just sending your hips back. All right, it's a stretch to help you open in through the groin, open across your hips. And then hold it there. Send your butt back. You can also do this by sitting your butt on the edge of a chair. Then see if you can take your palms to the floor. Take your legs up straight. So if you need to take your arms a little wider, you can. You can also use a box if you have a yoga block to set your hands on. Right, and then hold it here, that slight turnout in your feet, because that'll help you to open up through your hips. So it's not just the ankles, but the knees and the hips are going to follow suit. Bend down, so lower your butt. And then lift. And then again, a little bend. Try to keep your knees following in line with your toes. And then up. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, 1, and then up. Now, you're going to walk your hands to your right, turn the foot. So your other heel is going to stay in that slight turnout. Wrap your hips forward. All right, square the hips up. Just give a little forward fold to start. Breathe in. Then, lift up. Walk the hands up. Front legs stay straight. Press the hips forward. Reach the arms back. Lift the chest. If you can interlace the hands, interlace them. Breathe in. Exhale. And then from here, come forward. If you feel like you're losing your balance like I just was, right, you can step that right foot out just a tad wider. Offset your feet just a little. Right. Lift up. Then fold forward. Breathe in. Exhale. Again, another breath. Last one. Then let go. Circle your arms around. Hands come in front. Just lift that back heel up. Slide it back. So we're in a deep lunge stretch. You can modify by lowering onto your back knee by just placing that knee down if you feel a deeper stretch there. Breathe in. Exhale. Another breath. Then wherever you are, bend that back knee down so that knee lowers. Hands come onto that front knee. Press the hip forward. Now when you're here, use your butt. Engaging your glute will help you open through your hip. Go forward. Then see if you can reach your left arm up. Right, my left leg is back, left arm up. Give a little side bend. Bend your elbow, take that hand behind your head. Reach forward, reach to the side. And then come back. Lift that back foot up. Then we're going to just follow our hands along the wide edge of our mat to switch sides. So turn. All right, that back heel is going to kind of spiral open to help you open through your hip. Hop it in just a smidge. And then lift up. So reach up, square the hips. Open your chest, stretch the arms back, and then go forward. Breathe in. Exhale. Keep trying to square your hips up. Spread your toes wide. Then come all the way up. Let go of your hands. Good. Square the hips up. Go forward one more time. Hands come on the outside or on the inside edge of your foot. Wiggle that front foot back into a long, low lunge. Now when you're here, square the hips. All right, if you need to modify, you can always lower onto that back knee. Find your breath wherever you are. Exhale. Then lower that back knee. Come up. All right, engage your butt and then go forward. Breathe in. Exhale. Then reach your right arm up, right? So my right leg's back, right arm is up. Reach over to the side. Now this left knee is going to want to open up. Try to keep it pointing straight forward if you can. Take the hand behind your head and then reach over a little bit more. That'll give a deeper stretch down your side. Inhale. Exhale. And then come up. Hands come down. Lift the back foot up. Crawl towards that front edge of your mat. And then again, walk. Take your feet to whatever width you feel comfortable. Then take the hands down. Elbows down if you can, or at least your hands down. Bend your knees if you need to. Let your head drop. Breathe in. Exhale. Then just bend your right knee. Let that left leg stretch long. Right? You should feel a deep stretch on that inner thigh. And then up. Other way. Up. And just go side to side. Now make sure to breathe. So think deep breath in. Exhale. Try to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Exhale. Now come up. Walk your feet in. All right, let your head hang heavy. Wrap your hands around your legs. Let your head drop. Breathe in. Exhale. Another breath. Soften the knees. Come up. Have a seat. Grab your strap. All right, so then you're going to sit. And then you're going to start with your feet pointing straight forward. Take the strap around your feet. All right, so I'm going to turn to my side here, so then you can see my side body. Now when you're here, what's most important, think the lift through your low back, through the crown of your head. All right, tight hamstrings, tight low back go together. So pull on the strap, lift the chest, then if you can keep your back straight, go forward. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Be able to go a little more forward. Go to whatever your length may be. I have little aphids crawling on my toes. And then come up. Now take the strap on just your left foot. Grab it with your right hand. Reach the leg up. Right, now when you reach up, right, give a little twist to take the leg across. If that's not an option, just keep the leg down. Right. If you can grab your toe, you can grab your toe. Look over that back shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale. We're aiming for a deep stretch in through our hamstring and then working into the rotational muscles of our spine. And then come back to center. Switch other side. All right, so you can start here. You can start with that twist. Rotating, then if you're able, begin to add that lift in that leg. If if not, just keep the leg down, right? There's no benefit to lifting it if it doesn't enhance the stretch, right? If you can grab your toe, grab your toe. Breathe in. Come back to center. Then cross the left ankle over the right knee. It's like a little seated pigeon stretch. And then go forward. Breathe in. Now for this, you're going to imagine like you're going to cradle your leg like it's a baby. Right? Your knee goes in the nook of your elbow. Right? Your foot goes in the nook of your other arm. You're going to see if you can interlace your hands. Right? Ideally, this leg stays nice and even. Think your shin. Right? That's the measuring tool. You can stay here, or if you're able to, you're going to pick the leg up. Now lift that heel up because the heel's going to want to drop. Lift it up in line with your knee, and then just kind of rock side to side like you're literally cradling a baby. Wow, those words got stuck in my mouth. Breathe in. If that's not an option, just keep your foot down. I give a stretch, but for me, when I lift my leg up, I feel that deeper stretch deep in my hip, in my QL, my muscles of my back. It'll help to open up across the SI joints. Deep breath. Then gently place the leg down. Place your baby down. Lift up, switch. We'll sample out the other side. Right foot across. Right. Go forward. So again, this is like level 1. Then if you're able to, cradle your leg, cradle your baby. You can stay here, or from there, begin to lift up. Keep your foot evenly flexed, right? Your ankle's going to want to do funky things here. All right, so nice and even here, nice and even with the knee. You can tell this side's a little tighter in my back, right? Because when I go to this side, I can really feel it stretch, and it feels good. One more breath. And then gently place the foot down. Good. Uncross the leg. Then we're going to flip over onto our back. Keep your strap close at hand. All right, we're going to do that stretch again, but similar to that, but on our back. So cross your left ankle over your right knee. Head is down. Then we're going to start hugging that leg in, right? You can stay here, or if you're able to, foot can go up. Loop onto your foot. Give a pull. Now when you're there, flex your foot, press the heel up. Deep breath. And same thing, you can just give a little rock side by side. I'm watching the dragonflies fly up above me. They're quite beautiful. And then switch. So strap comes off, switch legs, cross the right ankle over, right? You can always start here, you can always stay there, right? You can always stay here. If you choose, the strap up on your foot, give a pull. Right, all of these stretches help to open up across your hips, right? In the SI joints, the hamstrings. Think all of those insertions around our pelvis that get really tight, right? And tight hips can cause discomfort in our knees, in our low back. And then uncross your leg. Now we're going to put both feet up in the strap. Flex your feet, give a pull. Now look at your pinky toes. Make sure your pinky toes are pulling towards you. They're going to want to point away, pull them down, right? So give your knees a little bend, flex your feet, give as much spacing in your strap as you need, and then take the legs up. And then again, inhale bend. Exhale, up. One more bend. And then up. Good. Then open wide on your strap. Right, put a little bit of tension there with your feet and a little pull, right? So the strap is what's kind of guiding you. Go to whatever width feels, I don't want to use the word comfortable, but feels like a stretch, right, without a strain. And then just give a little rock. And then when you're there, drop the tailbone down to the mat. And then curl up, right? Like you're curling the tailbone up, flatten your low back in, and then away, in, one more, away, and then in. Good. Bend your knees in, right? Still keep the strap for what's called the happy baby. So knees come in towards your armpits. You can either grab the strap, or you can always reach up, grab your feet. But when the knees bend, your tailbone drops down a little bit more. One more breath. Lower the heels. Then, you're going to take that strap around your feet. Right. Pull the heels towards you so the soles of your feet, bottoms of your feet stay pressing together. Feet are going to pull in, knees open wide. If you can grab your feet, give a stretch here. Right, and then you can always do a little rock with the hips. Good. And then slide it up, rock all the way up, flip over onto your tummy. So we're going to start with a little Sphinx pose, right? We did a little opening through our hips, right? A little opening through our low back, right? I try to get as much in a half-hour stretch as I can. If there's certain poses that feel like they're deepening a stretch for you, it's a stretch you need, please go back and revisit those. All right, lift up. All right, so when you're here, legs are long, belly is lifted. And then just breathe. Shoulders are relaxed. Look over your right shoulder. Now look down toward your right armpit. Should feel like a stretch through your neck. Then go down towards your chest, right? Like you're looking down your shirt. Look over your left. And then over. And then again down. Down, look across, up, and then center. And then if you're able, press in your palms, go up a little deeper. If this doesn't feel right, don't do it. Stay down here. Breathe in. Now, shoulder blades press down. You can either keep your eyes up, you can either look up. So tune into your body, whatever stretch your body may need more by looking up, or giving the stretch down, looking down. Right now for me, looking down, I can feel that stretch all the way down along my spinal erectors. Right, that's the stretch I feel I need right now. Breathe in. Another breath here. Go down. Now we're going to do one of my favorite clock stretches for our shoulders. All right, so if we're lying on our tummy, we're going to take our left hand out. Like if our head is 12 o'clock, our left hand out would be 9 o'clock. Turn to the side, bend the knees in. You can always rest the head. If you have a towel, if you need a little block to put under your head, you can do so. This free hand is to kind of help press you up. So ideally, in an ideal world, shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Right. Breathe in. Palm is flat down. Find your breath here. We're going to be going a little quicker through these today, but this is also a great one just to go slowly, like holding each one for a minute. All right, so if we're at 9 o'clock, we're going to try to crawl up to 10 o'clock. Right, so you'll notice as you start to go up, your chest is going to want to curl in. Right, allow it if that's the position you need to move your arm, but keep challenging your chest to open and stretch. Breathe in. Exhale. Try to go up to 11 o'clock. Crawling up. Right, if you find a spot where you're like, yep, that spot feels really tight, like for me 11 o'clock feels pretty tight, right, you can always stay there, you don't have to transition. See if you can go up, let's go about 11:30. Breathe in. Now when you're there, let that shoulder, let your arm bone, your humerus bone there kind of press back into its socket. Right? Instead of reaching the arm out of the joint, think of pulling that bone back into the joint. See if you can go up a little further. And then to transition out, roll to your tummy, roll to the other side. All right, so my arm is at 3 o'clock, and then I'm going to roll away. Stack the knees. All right, palm is down. Head is rested. See if you can walk up to 2. Go up to 1. $130. All the way up towards 12 o'clock. And then roll towards your tummy. Hands under. Sit back into a child's pose. Butt goes back. Keep your strap close at hand. Butt goes back to your heels. Breathe in. Walk your hands over to your right. We're going to create that letter C through our spine. Walk over to your left. Back to center. Come up. Now we're going to do a little threading position with our hips. So you're going to cross your left knee behind your right. Open your feet to the sides. Sit back. Breathe in. Inhale. Up. Switch, other side. So right behind the left. Have to think about that one for a moment. Go back. And then come up. Uncross. Now, you can either sit your butt right to the floor, or if it feels comfortable for you, sit your butt back towards your heels, grab your strap. All right, you're going to take it back with your right arm. Left arm's going to grab a hold. You're going to try to crawl your arms, or crawl your hands towards each other. It's really highlighting how tight my left shoulder is. All right, so something like this. Ideally, that elbow's behind you, your other arm's behind you. Right, if you can grab your fingers. Grab your fingers. If not, just hold your strap. Breathe in. Give a little pull down, right? Or you can give a little pull up. hold it. Then if you're able, you can either stay here or just take it forward for a stretch. Deep breath. Then come all the way up. Let go. Give your arms a little twirl. Next side. I had to think about it. Left arm back. Right arm. Walk your hands towards each other. Right, we all have one side that's tighter than the other. We're tight in different places. It's very evident whenever I go into this stretch, the difference in my shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale. And then go forward. Or you can always stay where you are. Up. Let go. Right, give your shoulders a little twirl. Grab a hold of your strap. I'll actually stay to the side so you can see my arms go back. You're going to open your arms up whatever width you need. You're going to reach up, circle back, and then again up, around. The goal is to get your hands as close towards each other as you can, working that rotation in the shoulders. Around. Inhale up. Exhale. Reach. Up. Around. Good. Try to let that bone roll in through the joint. Up. Around. Two more. Around. Now you're going to walk your hands a little closer, so it's like the letter Y. Good. Just give a little stretch to the side. So my right arm is going to pull down, giving my left arm more of a stretch. And then up, other way. So give that stretch first, then reach. And then up. Good. Then lower down. We're going to take that to a stand. So stand up. We're going to end standing. All right, come all the way up. Same thing, you're going to hold on to your strap to that letter Y. Open your feet, think hands and feet same distance. Reach to the right. Then you're going to fold down. Sweep to your toes. Up. And then come up. Left. And then go down. Right. Up. Again. Right. Down. Up. One more. Right. Up. Now come forward. Let your head drop. Breathe in. Exhale. You can take your hands behind your head. Give a little bit of pressure. Deep breath. Then just let your arms kind of hang. Grab your elbows. Your body's just hanging heavy. Let your neck move. If you're moving your head, yes, just a little nod. A little movement, no. Kind of transition back and forth through those. One more breath. Let your arms hang heavy. Soften your knees. Roll up. Good, and then you're done. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Love you all. Next Monday, we should be here same time, 12:30. And then before this, if you're interested in some Pilates stuff, I do it live at my other business, Warehouse Pilates. So you can check me out live there, 11:30 on Mondays during this whole quarantine time. And then here, I always repost those workouts here, but then here you can visit me at 12:30. This weekend, I'm going to be doing an outdoor at the park mat workout somewhere at some time. So stay tuned for that. I'll make a post here on my social media. All right, love you all. Bye.